Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your January tarot reading. This will be a reading for the people born under the Hierophant card and the Temperance card. So I hope you are all doing well and that you've had a fantastic time with your loved one over the holidays. I'm going to be using the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. I have reviewed this tarot deck on my channel and I will drop you a link in the description box below if you would like to check out the cards and maybe get them for yourselves. So if you would like to connect with the energy of my decks, now is the time to do so. Take a couple of deep breaths whilst I shuffle the cards. So what do my querents born under the Hierophant and the Temperance cards need to hear for their highest good, please? So I'm going to do a 9-card spread for you. Let's see what we have. So in the near past we have the 6 of Cups. In the present we have the 8 of Cups. And in the near future we have the Star, Major Arcana, in beautiful energy. In the air sector we have Temperance, another major. In the earth sector we have the 4 of Cups. Fire, we have the Devil, Major Arcana as well, and the Warrior of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups in the water sector. Now we move on to what's helping you. We have another Major Arcana. You have big energies today. Now this is Judgment. And what's hindering you, and another Major Arcana, we have card number 12, Meditation. That's the Hangman energy. And under the deck, which is the energy at work that you may not be aware of, we have the 2 of Cups. So let's talk about this first. So number 2 talks about duality and polarities and also partnerships of any kind. Cups is to do with your emotions and your feelings. So the 2 of Cups can talk about a significant partnership, whether this is a romantic partnership, relationship, someone with your family, a deep friendship, a business partner. It can also talk about the relationship between your higher self and your conscious self. So obviously take what resonates, but this is what's underlying the current situation for you in January. I'm going to leave the card here. I hope you can see at least the bottom of it because it's a little bit tight, isn't it? Sorry, let me see. Yes, that's better. Okay. So in the current situation we have the 8 of Cups. Now the 8 of Cups is an energy that I find very empowering, but it's not an easy energy because the 8 of Cups talks about looking at the situation and realizing that we've outgrown it or that we deserve better. So take what resonates. Obviously it depends on your life circumstances. Now this is empowering obviously because when we realize that we are worth more than that, or when we realize that we have outgrown a situation or a relationship, it means that we're going to go on the quest for something that's better for us, which is obviously the 9 of Cups, the wish fulfillment card. But it's never easy to turn your back on a long-term career, on a place where you lived all your life, or a relationship, someone you've been with for a long time. This is never easy. That's why I'm saying it's empowering, but it's a time of transitions, and transitions are never easy. And in the near past you've got the 6 of Cups, so you can see, you know, we're talking about emotions and feelings here. And the 6 of Cups is a card that talks about, you know, harmony in the realm of feelings, but also talks about reminiscing about the past. And we have a tendency as human beings, when we look back on the past, to embellish it, for lack of a better word. You know, we tend to just remember what was good, and what was not so good kind of blurs in the background, so we end up idealizing this situation. And this 8 of Cups is now seeing you empowered and realizing, do you know what, actually I've outgrown this. This may have been perfect for me at the time, but right now I actually think that it's time for me to move on, is what they're saying. And in the air sector, which is your mind, we have Temperance. Now, Temperance is your card for some of you, so obviously this is the card that talks about moderation, no excesses, the card that talks about finding the middle ground, the pursuit of it, and getting it, and getting it right for yourself and for others as well. This is a very compassionate card, a card that talks about tempering your behavior, just generally speaking. This is also a card of alchemy. This is, for some of you, because it's in the air sector of the spread, this may represent you trying to make something work. In other words, mixing two elements that normally would not go together, but when you manage to mix them successfully, they create something completely new and unexpected. So for some of you, there might be this element of the card in there. For others, this is really about finding that middle ground that you're trying to desperately, between the idealization of the past and moving on because you have outgrown this and you're not there anymore. This is not the right place for you now, whether we're talking about an actual location or a job or a relationship. You've outgrown this. In the earth sector, this is your physical realm. So anything to do with home life, work life, financial assets, things that are very concrete. And we have the Four of Cups. Now, Four is stability, but Cups is to do with emotions. The Four of Cups talks about having kind of lost your thirst for life, is how I read the Four of Cups. Feeling a bit of apathy. Some people talk about boredom with the Four of Cups. I see it as something way deeper than just boredom, because you can snap yourself out of boredom, okay? You can keep yourself occupied. Whereas, to me, the Four of Cups is more something that's felt very deeply in your heart, where you've lost that yearning to discover, to go on adventures, or even that thirst for life, when you wake up in the morning and you're like, yes, this is a brand new day, I can accomplish so many things. This is not there anymore. It's a stuck energy, and I always say, when you put water in a small container like a cup, it becomes stagnant and eventually stale, and it starts to smell. Don't want to go in details, but you get what I'm trying to say. And so this is probably what has prompted this Eight of Cup energy of realizing that you've outgrown this and that you need to move forward, because this is how you've been feeling about your life in the physical sense, like in a 3D sense. Over here is the devil, which you have in your fire sector, which is the sector for your drive, your spirit, your passion. Now the devil is temptation, a limiting energy, because temptation is not, it's there to tempt you, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be good for you. And I always say it can be inner or outer temptation. So if it is an outer temptation, it can be somebody that you feel incredibly attracted to, but that's not good for you. Or it could be a job that you believe is going to be the answer to all of your problems, but it's not. If it's inner, it can be, succumbing to temptation, things that, like instant gratification, like shopping therapy or eating cake or ice cream, whatever it is that you do to make yourself feel good, but like 5 or 10 minutes after, you feel empty again, and on top of it you feel guilty, that kind of thing. If that's an inner demon, and you would know if it's an inner devil or if it's an outside devil, that's, in your sector of passion, drive. So you need to be aware of it, okay? This is the card saying be aware of temptation, of something that may make you feel good immediately, but not long term. So you really need to look at your motivation for moving on, is what the cards are saying. Is it just raw desire? And raw desire doesn't last, so look at that. Think about instant gratification as opposed to what am I going for, is what I'm getting for this. Sorry, it's very tight on the screen at the moment. And then in the cups, where you have a cup card, which is always good to have because it matches the sector, which is emotions and feelings, and we have the beautiful Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups, Knights represents movement, things, action taking. So I could read this two ways. This could be somebody coming your way with an offer. Now, yes, it can be a love offer, but it can also be an apology, or someone asking you to reconsider. We can make this right. If it's a romantic relationship, please don't turn your back on me. I'm so sorry, I've changed. It could be that, okay? But it doesn't have to be. Or it could just be someone who comes in and declares his love or her love for you, depending on who you're attracted to. So, because there's no genders attached. So it could be that. But it could also be an offer that just makes your heart sing. It doesn't have to be love, okay? The cup holds your happiness, whatever your happiness is. It's not love for everybody, so it could be anything really that you've got your heart set on and you really want. For some of you, it may well be a relocation, and this Knight of Cups could be offering you an opportunity to relocate, or it could be you deciding, I'm taking the reins of my own life and I'm going to take action. I'm going to plan all the steps and I'm going to go towards this cup of happiness, whatever this happiness represents for you, this new job you want to have, or this new place you want to live in, whatever the case may be. This is what would give you back the zest for life that you seem to have lost right here with this Four of Cups. That's what I'm saying. So whether this is somebody coming your way or whether this is you actually taking concrete action towards what your ideal life is, this is what's in your heart. This is the call that you want to answer. But be careful of that devil, okay? Keep that in mind. That's why we do tarot readings, so that we are aware of things, like temptation that could be coming your way. Now, what's hindering you is the Hangman. So it's interesting because it's right next to this Fourth Cup, which is when I was talking to you about stagnation, about things not moving forward. The Hangman indicates a period of limbo. And I always say to people that things happen for you, not to you. If you are in a period of limbo and you feel stuck, it's because things need to line up and it's not ready yet. Your spirit team, they're lining things up for you, and now is not the time, which I believe is why you've got this Temperance card here, where it's, do not fall into excesses, moderation, find the middle ground, because it's not there yet. The Hangman may also be asking you to look at things from a different point of view, okay? That's another meaning of this card. So you may need to shift your point of view to understand the situation better and make the right next move, because you are undergoing a big transformation right now with this Awakening card. The Judgment card, we have two karma cards in the tower. We have Justice and we have Judgment. Judgment is literally like a report card. This is you looking back on your life or a situation or a relationship and getting enlightenment, which is why you've got this Eight of Cups. I've outgrown this situation. I need to change. It's a deep transformation. This is not something to be taken lightly. This is something that really rocks your world. And you're going to emerge a better version of yourself, because you've upgraded, as you can tell. With the Eight of Cups, as I said, this is this empowering energy of I am worth more than this, or I've outgrown this. Now this doesn't suit me anymore. So whether we're looking at, as I said to you, a relationship, it could be to do with a job, it could be to do with a relocation, whatever the case may be, you're going through this deep awakening, transformation, and because of this, you feel the need to move on, and there may be a need for you to take things slowly, no excesses, plan it, and look at things from a different point of view so that you may make the right move. Because if you look at the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Cups, the figures are looking in the same direction towards the future. They're not looking back. And you have, as your near future, the Star energy. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful card and another major arcana. And I'm going to count them. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you've got 5 out of 9 cards. So more than half of your spread to do with big energies. Okay, these are energies that have a longer term effect. And the Star is a beautiful energy of hope. And also of being guided. It's your spirit team saying, hey, we've got you, just follow the signs, follow the synchronicities that we send you. This is what's fated for you, you're on the right track. It's also a card of healing, so if this Eight of Cups energy is difficult and uncomfortable, this is happening for a reason, and the star will make it better for you, because you are ruled by number 5. 5 is that number of the disruption of stability in order to find your true voice. You may feel on a regular basis like things aren't quite right, and you're having to make changes continuously in that quest to find, you know, that cup here that you're going after as the Knight of Cups. This is a card that says you're being guided towards this, not to worry about it, that your wish will be fulfilled. We also wish on a star, and the star is all of that. It's a very, very positive card. So although you may find the energy a little bit heavy because of this 8 of Cups, and with this devil here, and you may also find, that's a message for someone out there, that this is unattainable. The devil in your passion and willpower sector may be referring to you finding it unattainable, like something you never get to. But with this Knight of Cups, this is saying that you totally can. You're going through a deep transformation, and you're being guided, protected on the right path to what will ultimately be the best thing for you. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you found this message helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I thank you for your time. It's your most precious commodity. I'm so humbled you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a truly wonderful month, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.